level. Ah. Daclownies? Jesus Christ. That is a fucking, title card. Looks like a clown. Oh. Hud. Hud is a loaf. He's sitting next to me. The Pause Your Journey level has been edited, but not as much as you would want, I'm pretty sure. Okay. What is going on here? Safety coin? Fish. Good. Glad we know it's there. That would have been a key death. Oh my god. Yeah, let's run that out. This is why you do it first. The first thing that happens is why you check the key door first. The second thing is why you don't want to encourage the player to check the key door first, buddy. Okay, that's fine. Oh, okay, maybe that was the only answer. Okay. That's actually fine if that is the only answer and the rest of this is a bunch of nonsense. And that's a CP0. Seems like that's the case. Okay. Nope, we're doing key door. Okay. Okay, never mind. Ignore what I said initially. Then this being the first troll is funny. That's either CP0 or it's going to see a difference in coins and we're going to have a different experience here. We'll see. Then we come back to it. Aw, I wanted to beat it. Okay. I hope we don't have to wait out the P-switch if we're booking it here. But it seems like the level does not care, which is good. This looks familiar. This looks familiar. Did I look at a... Seems familiar. Esports. 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 humaidXP does not sound familiar at all. Ah, okay. All right. You know, little bit of a 50-50, but I still made the wrong choice. BRB making a milkshake. Good luck. I have a smoothie. Oh, something just touched my leg. Don't like that. Okay, go from the top. It's like the worst double jump. Oh, of course. Probably the easiest not to cheese anything out of, though. I feel like if you get Yoshi, somebody might... Well, I don't know how you get anything more than a double jump out of Yoshi if you need the double jump to survive. Stop licking it. Check out the one-up. Check out the one-up. I see the one-up there in the hole. Hide the overlay. That's the other thing about getting the new thing set up, is that as much as I like the clean-ish, just full gameplay thing, I think it probably makes a better VOD and all that, it'll also make it less likely that we will interfere with the visibility of the level on troll levels. The first one? Oh, did we skip one? We might have just been ignoring one. I'm sure we'll be back. Real checkpoint? Big checkpoint. The first one. I don't see one in here. First one up. First one up. Oh, down there. Okay. Let's go look. Ah. Of course. Okay. One more? Really figured we'd have a blue snake block. There it is. That's pretty good. That's better than what I thought it was gonna be. Whew. Yeah, pretty tired too. You would think that just because the tooth has already been missing, so you'd think that just getting a screw put into your jaw would not like really be major surgery. They didn't do anesthesia or anything, but man, I have been just wiped the fuck out. They told me not to do any exercise for like a week too. So far, yeah. So far, a lot of just things happen and kind of shallow, low-hanging fruit, 50-50-ish stuff. It's not terrible, but it's not stellar or exemplary. Okay. Probably a reason for that to kill me. But I would rather it either be a little troll, if you're going to have like an off-screen thing, or not kill me. Oh, both wrong. Unusual. Both wrong. Well, that one's definitely more wrong. I don't remember what we were doing on the bottom one, though. Oh, oh man. Oh, man. I'm pretty tired. Yep. I'm glad we have time to wait on that mushroom. Because we definitely need something. It might be too much time, because I know we need something, but you have time to kind of figure that out before the threat happens. But I'd rather have too much time than not enough. Then it would be really twitchy or hard to pull off. Both of those seem equally as wrong. And I'm struggling to see where else to go there. It's good. Yeah, how's your... Well, I guess that's how your milkshake is. I don't even know the last time I made a milkshake. I made Heidi a malt maybe a year back because she really wanted a malt, and we got some maltose for malting, and that was it. I have a smoothie every single day since the very early on in the pandemic. Since before that, I was doing coffee smoothies, but I pretty early on in the pandemic, I found a blender in the road. Really nice Vitamix. Assuming it would be broken, but I could rebuild the motor or something, and it would be fun to take apart. Immediately worked. So I still popped it open and looked at it. Everything was fine. Okay, maybe I can go through those red blocks up top there. That's probably what we're doing. We'll look for that. Perfectly fine Vitamix. I still use it today. Same goddamn blender. Used up all my luck. All my luck forever, maybe, on that. Yeah, really like coffee smoothies. I don't have a problem with milkshake. I was lactose intolerant. I have no explanation. I repeatedly did lactose trialing with like handmade Alfredo and heavy cream-based things. And would get terrible effects if I did not take lactose pills. But after I got the heartburn stuff corrected, I noticed that I wasn't really having the effects anymore, so then I did it again. and I can have an infinite amount of lactose with no issue. So I have no fucking idea what happened, but I apparently am not having that problem anymore. To save you time, go back to the pipe. Hint was showing that. Hint not clear. Oh yeah, I did not catch that. It's to go back in this pipe? I just assumed it would be fished. I was going to go continue to explore up there. No, I don't feel like there was any hint at all. I don't feel like any hint was delivered at any point. Ah, that brings me here. No, I don't feel like there was a hint at all. Esports, goddamn. Did I miss a hint? Oh, okay, I see the arrow over there. I see it scroll over for the arrow. I saw the scroll over and I thought only that that was to release the death wall, not that there was a hint. I do have a problem with that sometimes, but I also feel like that, like, give me more. Scroll further out and give me more arrows. Really blow it up. Some of us are dumb as shit. Oops. Yep, okay, well, that's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Cat treats rain from the sky. Did we miss that one? Or did I just miss it? It says 2 hours ago. I'm pretty sure we probably did it. I'm gonna do it again anyway. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna see if Pud refuses to leave if he's getting pet. He wants to leave. He's being crazy and it's funny. Crackers didn't hear it. Oh, here's Hot Dog. Hot Dog's gonna get it. Oh, Crackers heard it. Pud, do you still want to leave? Nope, he wants to stay. And shed everywhere. Okay. Now let's do the same thing again. Oh, well, we just have to not go back in the door. That was one of many go back in door gags. Well, it's simple. Better than back in pipe, you die fast. Running gags are funny when they don't go on for too long and when they don't take too much time. Okay. But now I'm afraid of the D-pads. Fuck you. See, if you do it too much... Like that skips that part after, too? Yeah, you just die. No, no, there's no way there's anything behind that 10 coin. That's not real. Yeah. Oh, come on! Oh my god, that's a, I mean, it'll only roll the one way, but that's a good call out. Oh. Yeah, there's some good bits here. A lot of low-hanging fruit, but it seems like it started to find its stride after the first checkpoint. That seems like a crazy thing to use a broken track for. It's just your third back in pipe gag. I can just grab it there. I was afraid. Back in door gag. Oops. I forgot. That setup, though, is making me think we are going back in the door at some point. Yeah, how old is it with the broken track gag? Has this just been hiding? Does the broken track hide when it's covered up like that from the mods? Oh, recent? Yeah, I don't know how they detect or punish that kind of thing. But I know they can with reports. It seems like they know. Starts to see reports. Aww. I tried to hedge my bets. Yeah, I mean, I'd almost... I think if I had to choose between those two things, punishing and not patching is probably better in total. The real answer is shadow banning, and I hate shadow banning. I hate people not getting feedback, any real feedback on what they did wrong. I think that's a terrible thing to do. And I hate being like, well, we know Nintendo is bad, so we have to work within the limits of that. All that's terrible. I honestly kind of want Nintendo to just fail and just be a software company, maybe. Like, I really feel like they've been doing well for too long, and it's making them awful. That's a whole thing. But for the love of God, if you want to be the arbiters of fun, you need to be fucking clear about what the fucking rules are. Explicitly clear. If you block somebody or pull down a level, you need to have a handwritten reason for why that I can read and contest and talk about. I get that that's a lot of labor, but here's an idea. If that's too much labor, knock it the fuck off and just make it so the level doesn't appear unless you look for it. That's so easy. It's right there. Such an easy solution that it really sucks that they never came to that. Oh my god, I was supposed to go up here. I forgot again. Instead of splitting the middle, splitting the baby, I tried to stick to the left. I was supposed to stick. But I really wish Nintendo had just figured out that lazy solution of shadow bans, because that would be the best of both worlds. Troll levels would still be findable and playable. But they would not be something anyone in Endless would ever stumble onto. And you wouldn't necessarily have to take action on the account. And Nintendo could even allow you to opt into shadow banning by giving you a toggle that says, like, do not include an Endless. And then even a little, like, sub thing that this level contains troll. We recommend this for levels with trolls or abuse of game mechanics to avoid action on your account. It doesn't even mean they're condoning it. It just says that you should do this. Do not trust. Yeah, they could do something as nice as a clear tag. Was I supposed to do something different? Not sure if I was supposed to go back and maybe go back and take damage. In OCW, you have the option to not add a level to Endless, so it can just be... That's funny. That's really funny. Oh. So that means there's some type of flagging that exists and is supported if they were able to implement it. That's funny, and then it's depressing. Aww. Okay. I learned. Ugh. I'm like, in a really bespoke experience, like something like Mario Wonder, that kind of thing, I can understand Nintendo wanting to patch out unintended mechanics so that people have the same experience together. And in multiplayer experiences, allowing people to cheat or do things that ruin the experience for others, I understand that. But in a more one-to-one relationship that the player and the level have together, coupled with the fact that Nintendo has alternatives to taking action against accounts, coupled with the fact that when you make a sandbox and then you give people that sandbox, and you don't say, doing this in the sandbox will result in you getting banned. Doing this in the sandbox will result in you being ruined forever, or us deleting the level with no explanation. And being really vague about what is and isn't expected. Like, there's definitely things in the Mecha Bozilla stuff that they showed off in their initial trailer that were not intended gameplay mechanics. And in a system where emergent gameplay is kind of a part of what you're unleashing on players, punishing people for that is despicable. The chilling effects of that kind of thing, too. Of how that influences a person, like, even just knowing about that kind of thing makes it hard for some people to want to experiment. And like, I can't imagine how much damage it's done to the potential troll community just in the way that they behave. It's just depressing. Any reason? No, nothing else I could have done if I went back. Only way forward is forward. That's a lie. Yeah, that was too shitty for me to trust. I have a key. Uh-oh. Maybe I don't want the key? Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I think I don't want the key. Maybe we can lick the key from the other side? Yeah, it makes me pretty mad, because there were definitely other solutions. Better solutions that are really simple to have come up. Really hope they think about it for the next one. I feel like shadow banning is really low-hanging fruit, but I also feel like Nintendo sort of they're big enough that they kind of take pride in that weird, like, vague rule enforcement type of thing, and that the chilling effects of vague rule enforcement is the perfect kind of dark patterny way to scare people away from going outside the lines too much. But the thing that makes all that frustrating, in that it's like they're trying to curate an experience, is that they don't do anything about garbage levels, about Timmy levels, about levels designed to waste time and hurt you. So why the fuck do they want to do anything about anything else? Even then, I feel like showing off a hard lock is, one, you fix it, Nintendo. That's your fucking job. Two, just delist the level. And then the level, like, you could even have flags. Like, you could even flag the level as delist it and then put a flag on it that says, this level was uploaded to the public courses and has an unacceptable glitch. You should not upload this. This counts as a strike until you delete it. But you could still show it off. You could still flag it as unlisted so that you could show people the glitch without subjecting people to it, like in Endless or whatever. They definitely could walk that line a little bit. Yeah, I think the key is unnecessary, so I think the troll was to trick me into trying to get the key, so I guess so you would catch me on both sides of it. Can I get that mushroom? Is that what we're doing? I can get that mushroom. Okay. Yeah, some of this feels familiar. I shouldn't have done that. Esports. Esports. I don't like hard locks. I do not like hard locks at all. I'm not saying that I like hard locks, but I'm saying that you could apply that logic almost universally even to, like, the most terrible things. And that even a hard lock, you should be allowed to upload that and unlist it so that you could be like, hey, Nintendo, fix this. Look what I found. And I feel like you can alleviate the potential damage or frustration that can cause by not taking action against players who upload unlisted levels. And I feel like that's easy. That's right there. I am fully in support of levels with hard cocks. I'm into that. I fear for when Nintendo 30 years from now starts using AI for the first time to detect penis-like objects in Mario Maker 4 levels. 50 years? Probably 50 years. Yeah, lag machine levels. Yeah, there's so many of them, and some of it is just total failures of their moderation. But a lot of it is that even with their strange goal of wanting to curate and administer over what is and is not fun and acceptable fun and legal fun, to be the great arbiters of fun, they're not even good at that. They're not even good at curating a good experience. I would still bitch about it if this was the case. But if the end result was a legitimately excellent experience with almost entirely high-quality levels that were Nintendo-like and great, and that we had that as a real thing, I could get into that. I would still be frustrated that Nintendo wanted to exert that much control over the game, where creativity should reign and that you should be allowed to do whatever you want in the sandbox. But if they kept the sandbox pristine, I could understand it better. I would be less angry. But they don't. They let kids shit and piss in the sandbox, and they don't bury it. They don't do anything about it. They hope that maybe the booze will help, but if anyone has ever played Endless, they know that it does not. Or multiplayer. So why the hell do they want to have so many rules about everything else? Yeah, yippers. But just, it makes me sad. And I know we get real hot about it, but like, if multiplayer versus worked, I would play multiplayer versus on stream every time. We would start up with that. I would do a little bit of that. We would get way into it. We would offer like a viewer queuing system to do versus, but it's just terrible. It's a terrible fucking experience. And there's so much of that. There's Mario Maker is a game of both unlimited potential and almost unlimited failure to even realize some of its most obvious potential. I like it a lot. I've played it a lot. I look forward to playing it a lot more. God, would I kill to just be teleported to the universe where they gave every game its own physics engine, like in Mario All-Stars, and they just did a better job overall with allowing players to curate the experiences that they want to have, while also letting everybody play in the sandbox however the fuck they want to play in the sandbox. I don't think I need to do that, because I can just go in here. So I think we can just double jump up here. As long as we don't hit that question mark block that we're being told to hit. There we go, okay. I do not like the block on the vine that is fake. I do not like this either, because I feel like I should check this because there's a pipe. Okay, weird. Well, I know you were gonna do that. Oh. Why would you CP0 me? I hope this is actually a CP2. What's that fireball for? No, this has to be the start, because the arrow was down there. This has to be the start. No, we're flipping it around, all right. Just flipping the trolls around gets tired really fast. But a little bit of that can be okay. Yeah. We can get some giggles out of that. Now we need this. Yeah. Now what? I need one of these? Probably not. Got him. But when it is literally CP1, but we flipped every troll around, I don't love that. Because that's just boring. Aw, belly rubs for Pud. You gonna? Oh yeah, he's gonna stop me. He gets too nervous. I feel like I gotta do something better. Oops, fucked it. I gotta do something better about the Y key there. I wanna have it like right in between the stick and the other thing. We're gonna hold Y a lot. That one should probably be the cleanest. Pro level feels 2020. Not sure why. Yeah, it's not super brutal. I would say that's one of the things that stuck out, is that the early levels tend to be more brutal. More cruel. It definitely feels a little like low-hanging and like just kind of off-the-shelf stuff, because that's the stuff you're going to figure out early on. Okay, jump trigger to the POW. Can't wait till the Switch 2 has games worth buying. Yeah, 60 FPS Kirby is nice. So that's 2 games and Mario Kart. Yeah. Kirby already was 60 FPS, by the way, in emulator. Just like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So, at the very least, this one comes with DLC instead of just a patch. Just a Game Genie code that you're paying for now. Okay, I thought that was going to be different, but it wasn't. Elliot, I haven't played the Elliot demo yet. It's on the list, but there've been things. You're going to kill me? Nope. After? Nope. Bizarre. Is there a axe somewhere? No. Flagpole. It'd be flagpole. Oh. Gold tape. Down. Yeah, I kind of feel like we did this joke already. And all we're doing is another 50-50 out of it. That's one of the things that really has me no, Mario Kart World was not good. Oops, that'll get you. It's less courses than we had in the last Mario Kart game. The way they've interconnected is bad, and the great arbiter of fun strikes again with them fucking with how online play worked. And then unfucking it, and it just feels like Nintendo doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. Donkey Kong was absolutely fucking stellar. Donkey Kong was unbelievably good. I don't want to spoil anything, but if you like Donkey Kong Country, I think it's definitely worth playing, because the last bit of the game is really, really, really good. It's a really fun game the whole way through. Digging and exploring and really non-linear experience in general is fun through linear-ish layers. But man, they do some crazy stuff in like the last fifth of the game that's really fun. It was way better than Odyssey, and I am not a big Donkey Kong fan generally, and I liked Odyssey a lot, but man, was it fun. It was really nice to actually have a use for the fucking collectibles. Yeah, the release schedule with the Switch 2 is really depressing. It really, really, really feels like Nintendo is going to go as slow as they possibly can to do nothing other than to save money because they know people will buy it. Oh yeah, I liked Donkey Kong Country Returns. I liked the I liked the SNES games a lot as well, though. Okay. But it definitely starts to channel some of that energy in a way that's really fun. We're avoiding the key die for some reason. I can't go back into the door. The end. Aww. Well, are you really gonna punish me at the end? Oh, I don't think that was necessary. Okay. Well, at least we didn't get CP2 to basically CP1. We didn't get key death here. We did get another coin, I think. Did we get another coin? Not sure if we got another coin and if there's another flip coming. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Okay experience. I feel like we didn't really get a lot out of the CP1 flip. It's better than just CP1ing the player. But when it's almost entirely just inversions, it just feels lazy. I don't think any of my cats don't wake up when you touch their paws. They always wake up. They might stay put and like not be mad about it, but they look at you. That's a sleepy kitty you got. Esports. Sans123's Welcome to France, Return to France, something about France was the best inversion-based level I ever played. I played some other stuff from Sans that was all decent, but that level was a real standout and a real investment. I'm very glad I got to have the experience that I had with it, because if I'd played anything else from Sans, I think I would have just moved on right away and been like, nope, no, this is just bad. Worth seeing through to the end, though. I've never seen a troll level bury the lead like that one did. It's a really good concept. Maybe dogs are more sensitive? Oh yeah, I've definitely met dogs, like dogs that do not care. They will stay asleep. I've never had cats that don't wake up when you touch them, though. They're usually pretty sensitive to that. I think it was just the one last thing here. And we just want to avoid the one-ups. All the one-ups. Which I guess is a thing. And another one. Okay. I don't feel like that's necessary. I don't feel like it's necessary to keep trolling me at the gold tape here like that. Especially when it's literally the exact same troll you just did. And if you're gonna do that, you'd think you'd at least try to sweep me into the mushroom rather than give me a different mushroom. Or move the mushroom into me. Just something that's a little bit more, that feels a little higher effort. There was a little bit of a sweet spot though between CP1 and CP2 where it kind of found a stride and started to do some pretty novel stuff, some kind of funny stuff. I don't think you really needed a pitfall here either, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, that's the other thing, is the more times you see the end and then have to repeat a segment, even if it's not crazy long, it still feels bad. It still feels like, okay, I know everything I need to know. I know how the level ends. I know where the end is. Like, now I'm just paying in time until I execute correctly. You don't really want that. You really don't want the player to feel like they are paying a fee in their time, any more than necessary, because it's annoying. It's, you know, you peel off the fun and that's all that's left, and it's annoying. But you also don't want, you don't want to repeat the same gag over and over. Is there more? God, there was more. Yeah, there's good to be found there. There was good in there. But there was a lot not to like. Hopefully they find the Discord and yelling. And some yelling. Very lucky fish. Yeah, the fish was coming. We apparently hit just committed and we're fine, but it seemed like they were doing another one, which again, not necessary. We already know what the last thing is, so when it's just haha, you're dead a different way, that's not really a troll. That's not adding, there isn't really more there. Like, I get that, yeah, that's a troll, but it's the same troll 3 different ways. And I know all of it really boils down to killing the player, but repeatedly moving the goalposts right as you're about to touch it, like right at the very end, does not ever feel good. Oop.